Alright legends, welcome along to a new episode. In this one we're going to be talking about how to develop a growth mindset for success. And I'm going to give you a few tips on just unlocking your potential in that area. Something I need to work on in a big bad way myself. I'm not as bad with it as what I used to be. I'm getting there, but it's always something you need to be working on. So let's get into the tips that I have for you. Alright, number one is to embrace challenges. Instead of avoiding challenges, embrace them as opportunities to learn and grow. View challenges as a chance to improve your skills and your knowledge. Number two, and this is a favourite of mine, and in my humble opinion, the only way to learn properly at the end of the day, and that is to view failure as learning. Instead of seeing failure as a negative outcome, view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Analyse your mistakes and use them as learning experiences for future success. Number three is to develop a love of learning. Cultivate a love of learning and seek out new experiences and knowledge. This can help you continue to grow and expand your skills and talents. Number four, and one that's very important in this day and age because it doesn't take much to find people that want to put you down for the stuff that you want to do, and that is to use positive self-talk. Use positive self-talk to reinforce your growth mindset. Instead of telling yourself, I can't do this, say, I can do this if I put in the effort. Number five, and another one that in this day and age goes against just about everything you're taught in school, and that is to emphasize effort over your natural ability. Instead of focusing on natural ability, emphasize the effort that you put into achieving success. This can help you develop a growth mindset that values hard work and perseverance. Number six, and this is another one that a lot of us are going to have trouble with because you're going to get more negative feedback than positive feedback, but you do have to seek out feedback. Seek feedback from others and use it as a tool for growth. Listen to constructive criticism and use it to improve your skills and your abilities. And number seven is to surround yourself with growth-minded individuals. Surround yourself with people who have that growth mindset already in place and who inspire you to learn, grow and develop your potential. So there you go. Hopefully those tips were helpful for you. I know they're incredibly helpful for me. There's a lot of this stuff that I've accidentally came across in my own attempt to do stuff simply by trying and failing. I have got 5 or 6 short films on coinsagemedia.com that we just bought a camera and an editing computer, went out, tried stuff, made mistakes, and then just got up, dusted ourselves off, tried it again. It is what it is. You know, these tips, some of them, like the positive self-talk one, is incredibly important because at the beginning, when you're starting out doing something that you really want to do in life, you're going to have to be your own biggest fan in the early days. Everybody these days in particular are incredibly busy. They've got their own lives, they've got family, kids, sick parents, you name it. There's something there that's always going to be more important to them than anything that you or me are going to be doing as a content creator. And don't be naive enough whenever you start out doing something like this to think that just because you've got a couple of thousand friends on social media or a giant family that everybody is going to jump behind you from day one, support everything you're doing. That is not the case. I learned that one the hard way whenever I went through the whole painkiller debacle a few years back. And there is podcasts and videos on Here's Your Others to talk about that, and I'm going to be touching on that again in a couple of weeks time for a video that I've got planned for you. But whenever I started to open up about the struggle that I was going through, now I was never properly addicted to painkillers, but my body, after years of medication to help with the back injury recovery, the system was just highly dependent on the painkillers, and then it took a massive amount of time to actually wean the system off the need for painkillers. And the one thing that I did realise whenever I started to talk about this publicly out in videos and podcasts and social media and whatnot, the amount of people that really gave a crap was minute, to say the least. This includes family as well as friends. Everybody, again, very, very busy in life. They've got their own worries. And again, you need to be that uh, positive self-talk in your head to keep yourself going in the early days. Now, I'm thankfully starting to get to a stage now where I'm starting to get away from that. There is some more interaction happening. There's more comeback on the content I'm putting out. The vast majority of it is positive, I can thankfully say. So, you know, it is what it is. It's a very, very difficult one getting that growth mindset in place, but you need to get that firm foundation, and thereby just realizing that whenever you're doing stuff like this, you're on your own at the end of the day, and you have to seek out the like-minded individuals that are going to eventually come across you, that'll help you grow, and in turn you can help them grow as well. So it's just a matter of keeping going. But starting out in that growth mindset is incredibly difficult. So don't underestimate it at all. That's going to be hard work, but it's going to be very, very much worth it in the long run. Right, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up. It does help me. Subscribe to the channel. Share it along with anybody you think that it might help. If you're listening on the podcast, give me a wee written review and hit that follow button. I will be forever thankful. Right, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Whatever you're doing, I hope you're safe, and I'll talk to you in the next one.